Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for tonight's Window World 450 at North Wilkesboro, Round 4 of the 2026 NASCAR In-Season Challenge. For the fourth time this season, the field was set by the metric system after rain washed out qualifying, but last week's winner Ryan inside Blaney's not complaining as the Bristol runner-up snags the first starting spot in the first points-paying race here in 30 years. Turbo Ty Gibbs, who finished ahead of him and won at Bristol, starts second. Row 2, the Panhandle prospect Christopher Bell, last year's winner of the All-Star race held here, was fastest in practice yesterday, and tonight he'll face off against Blaney in their semifinal matchup. Carson Hurricane Hocevar finished third last week after being left out to dry during overtime. In Row 3, Daytona 500 champion Tyler Chronicles of Reddick clinched a spot in the chase after finishing 8th at Atlanta, and that Jones boy Eric Jones placed 5th. Row 4, point leader Denny Hammer and Hamlin is also locked into this year's chase, and the Street Slayer Shane Van Gisbergen was third in yesterday's Truck Series race. Row 5, the Prosper Punisher Chris Buescher is one of 2 drivers with Coke sponsorship this week, and high-speed Chase Elliott won at Martinsville back in March. Starting in Row 6 will be sliced bread himself, 2024 All-Star race winner Joey Logano, 8 points behind 16th in the standings, and the ace Austin Dillon in the Bass Pro Machine. Row 7, the Melonhead boss Ross Chastain will fall to the rear after failing inspection 3 times before practice, and Austin Cindric the Entertainer throws it back to the time Rusty Wallace swept both North Wilkesboro races in 1993. In Row 8, William Red Byron has 2 wins in his last 6 short track starts, and marvelous Michael McDowell from Arizona. The 9th row belongs to Coca-Cola 600 winner dandy Daniel Suarez, 11th in points, and after a contract extension, the Todd father Todd Gilliland sees himself as the underdog contender in the in-season challenge. Back to Row 10, it's John the Bounty Hunter Nemechek in the second Legacy Motor Club Toyota, and Stone Cold Custer rounds out the top 20 for Gene Haas. Row 11, Priest Lightning Clash winner Ryan Priest has scored top 10 finishes in 5 of the last 10 races run on short tracks, and my, it's car 10 of Ty Dillon. To Row 12, Brad the Big Keselowski's leg is getting better by the minute, and Ricky is in the Stenhouse Jr. picked a fight with Kyle Busch following the All-Star race 2 years ago. Row 13, Alex the Greatest Bowman was second at Richmond last year, and Hubba Bubba Wallace was robbed of a runner-up finish after a questionable call at Atlanta. Row 14, after a pair of short track top 10s, Young Money Kyle Larson is still hunting for his first win of the season, and Josh Wildberry has his work cut out for him. In Row 15, you'll find the 38 of Insane Zane Smith, and somebody call Wiz Khalifa because the black and yellow colors of Wix Filters are back with Georgian Chase Briscoe. Row 16, Nacho Noah Gregson's front row arc starts right behind his teammate for the second consecutive week, and zooming Connor Zilich is there as well. Row 17, can the new 33 conquer the old facility? Where there's Austin Hale, there's a way, and the third 2311 Camry of sophomore Riley Terrible Herbst. In Row 18, dangerous AJ Allmendinger hopes to turn back the clock after an incident-plagued race last week, and you better beware, cause Cody Ware scored the fastest lap that night. And in Row 19, all by himself, it's Chad Fincham in the King's Crowd Ford for Garage 66. And ladies and gentlemen, there's your field for the Window World 450 at North Wilkesboro.